doing my Star Wars Rise of Skywalker
I can handle
review.
myself.
This movie is something. It's just freaking, I don't know what to say, really. I don't know what to say for it, okay? All I can say is it's one of the worst Star Wars movies that there is. I mean, the prequel trilogy, that's not the best, as we all know. Star Wars 3 has the best lightsaber fights, IMO. But this movie, Rise of Skywalker, Rise. It's the last movie and we got the Rise. Now there is a spoiler warning. I just saw the movie today and I can't remember the beginning that much. Oh no, I do. So I'm gonna be kinda going from the beginning all the way to the end, not really. But yeah, kinda start.
I guess we're a team.
So I'm James A. Janice, and this is the kill count. The movie begins with Kylo Ren. The movie begins with Kylo Ren going down a magic elevator that isn't really an elevator. And so he goes down the elevator, and I don't have a script, so I'm gonna be saying "and" a lot. Going down the elevator, this movie should have had a seizure warning in the beginning. I almost got freaking blinded. There's so many freaking flashlights. All of a sudden you hear Emperor Palpatine's voice. You're the freaking chosen one. You're freaking dumb. Like you hear Emperor Palpatine. You hear Emperor Palpatine in the background, and like Kylo Ren's like, who's this freaking shriveled up face looking at freaking rotting freaking grape looking at freaking? Okay. So yeah. Okay. So he goes down, freaking, I'm kind of distracted by the game. I'm sorry. But, so he goes down, finds the Emperor, puts a lightsaber right in his face. Then the Emperor's like, yeah, but I'm alive. Kylo Ren's like, oh my god! And then he puts his lightsaber down and he's like, alright, time to kill Rey. So, no, not really. He doesn't do that until later in the movie. But, he doesn't kill Rey. Later, but he, yeah, whatever. So the Emperor's like, find her or something. We need her alive. And then Kylo's like, with his freaking stupid face. Like, have you seen that guy's nose? Like, Kylo Ren's nose is bigger than this freaking planet, dude. And that chin is sharper than my future. Okay, back to you. So, and let me tell you, my future is sharper than a freaking knife. So, not really, it's dull, it's terrible. Oh, whatever, anyways. So, I lost my whole train of thought. So Kylo freaking talks to Rey because of the Force, and this made Princess Leia just want to go like this. I'm kidding. But Kylo keeps talking to Rey, using that freaking Force or whatever, breaking through space and time to talk to Rey. Oh my god, it was apparently his true love, which is confirmed later in the movie. Yeah. Oh yeah, Lando comes back. That's something that happens. I don't have any cards for him, so I don't even know how to play as him. Okay, no, this is terrible. But, Lando was here, and Chewbacca's pretty freaking dopamine going all over his body when he sees him. So, I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. What was I saying? No, I wasn't talking about freaking Chewbacca. I was trying. So, alright, Kylo Ren's talking to Rey with the Force, and then he's telling her, hey, I freaking know what happened to your parents. Your parents were freaking drug addicts who were just like, okay, we're gonna leave you in here. You're gonna be safe, don't worry. Yeah, see ya, Rey. We never even said goodbye. We never even said that we love you. We're just gonna leave you in this place. So, the parents do that. The Emperor freaking kills them. And then, that makes Rey go grr. And then, something happens, and then, what the hell are you freaking doing, you awful teammates? That was amazing. So, okay, that makes sense. So,
Sometimes I amaze even
eventually
myself.
it's revealed, Kylo's like, eventually it's revealed that Kylo's all like, hey, Rey, guess what? Your name is Rey. And then she's like, I have to believe this, man. And then Rey's like, I have to believe this guy, which I really don't trust, even though I kiss him later in the movie. Jesus. So, she's like, oh my god, I was born to be a freaking bad person. And then Kylo's like, we can fix this, and Rey's like, and then she tries to freaking kill him. And she kinda does, she freaking stabs him. And then she's like, this is the hottest man I've ever met. And then she freaking heals him. I know, I skipped through a lot. And then she's like, oh my god, this guy is like, I need him. So,
I'm on my way.
no. So, can you just stop talking? You're making me lose my train of thought. So she heals him, and then Kylo's like, whatever. And then he walks away. No, he doesn't. Rey flies away, and then Kylo's like, my lightsaber freaking sucks. And then he chucks it in the ocean. That was the end of the movie. Really quick. No, I'm just kidding. So when he does that, when he does that, you hear a voice behind him. The frick is up, kid? So I'm like, is this Luke Skywalker's Force Ghost or something? And turn around, it's freaking Han Solo. I thought Harrison Ford freaking hated Han Solo, but he's like, you know what? The money. I need that paper. So he agrees to do it. And then it's just Han Solo behind him like, yo, what is up? And then Kylo's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then Han Solo's like, yes you do. The Force will help you. And then Kylo's like, thank you, Dad. Thank you so much. And then he just does like an epic 360, but then when he turns to look back at his dad's just freaking gone. So, yeah. You know, I can't even remember a lot of that movie. But that's enough with Finn. And that's enough with Finn and Kylo. Let's get into the other characters. Luke's dead. That's cool. Yeah. So, yeah. Nope, Princess Leia dies. That was a pretty freaking weird moment. Like, she dies so suddenly. Kylo stabs Ben. I mean... No, that's freaking fake. No, he doesn't stab himself. Rey stabs Ben. All of a sudden, Ben's like, my mother's dead. And then Rey's like, that's bullcrap. Next thing you know, Princess Leia's dead. And then she's like, oh my god, I should really trust Ben at this point. So, yeah. Now with the other characters. So Finn is a person who exists in this movie. I don't know what the hell he did that was useful in this movie. Did he really do anything that helped them? No. He was just there. You know what the most interesting thing that happens with Finn is they're like sinking in like something that's like quicksand, but not really. So then he's looking at Rey. He's like, Rey, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. And then he sinks. And then Rey's like, I'm taken, fool, and then spits on his grave. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. That's basically what happened, though, right? So they sink. They don't die. They like go to this like Stranger Things looking cave. And then, yeah, this is basically just like the next Stranger Things. But, and then 11 comes in and uses telekinesis to save them all. The end. Okay, no. All jokes aside, not really, not all jokes aside. I gotta keep making them jokes. I need to be entertaining! So they're in this like underground cave, and then Rey finds Finn, and then just goes, there was something you wanted to tell me. Finn's like, I'll tell you some other time. And then Poe just comes by and he's like, by some other time, you mean when Poe's not here? And Finn's like, yeah, exactly. I don't know why Finn and Poe freaking hate each other, but they really do. Poe hates guess everybody besides C-3PO, really. No, sorry, no, BB-8. No, Poe freaking is in love with BB-8. They're gonna get married someday. Just wait for it. They will. I don't know why I said that. So that's like the most interesting thing that happens with Finn. And I'm dead now. So Finn just exists. There's like nothing interesting I can tell you about Finn. I don't remember a lot about this freaking hairy all over the place freaking grizzly bear looking So yeah, literally, to be honest, I'm not lying. Finn kinda is just in this movie to be in it. They're like, the fans want him. Rose did not do crap in this movie. Rose was just like, just pretend Finn that I'm playing as is Rose right now. She just pretend that that robot there is Finn. Finn, I love you. You can shoot at me all you want, but my feelings will never leave. Actually, never mind. Screw ya. I gotta go. This is basically what happens with them. So, Anakin Skywalker comes back and kills everyone.
Nobody told me it was gonna be this easy.
That actually happens. Here, that happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
No.
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. In my head it did though. But so I can't remember what I was talking. What was I talking about? No, before that. Something about Finn. Rose, okay, yeah, Rose had no purpose in this movie. She was just there to exist, just like almost every other character. So Rose is like, yeah, I'm out. And then Poe's like, I got this idea. We should definitely freaking find, let's just go in the desert for fun. So they go in the desert on a vacation, and then they find a ship. They're like, this is a good idea. And then Chewbacca, and then Rose, Rey is just standing there because she hears Kylo Ren, and Kylo Ren's like, I'm gonna get you up. And then she's like, I'll let you. I will defend the resistance. So, she's just standing there watching the ship come by, and Finn's like, no, my love, I can't let this happen to Rey. And then it just happens. And then Finn's like, Chewie, go get my love, go get my fiance. And then he does, but in the process, he gets captured. Chewie gets freaking captured. I was worried he was gonna die. Yeah, Chewie's like the best thing in that movie. Besides that little freaking furry little guy who fixes C-3PO later. That guy was literally my life. That guy was my life in a nutshell. Just a tiny little person in the crowd going, ah, ah. Yeah, whatever. So Chewie gets captured. Poe does something. Somebody does something. And then they watch Chewie get captured. Meanwhile, when Rey's freaking getting hypnotized by Kylo Ren's ship, she's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be doing something. So it's not a ship, it's a TIE fighter. Kylo's in a TIE fighter. So Rey does some fun stuff. Pretend this is the TIE fighter. She jumps up, slices the, okay, that was way too high. Slices the wing off, and then lands like she looked like a freaking Iron Man looking at her when she landed, just landing there like, oh, I'm a superhero! Yay! Yay! Oh no! So, when she does that, the ship that's carrying Chewie, she uses the Force. Because Rey is a mastermind with Force. Meanwhile, Finn's like, this is my love. I have to defend him. Him. Her. Okay, I did not mean that. So, Kylo, when she sees Rey pulling the ship back, Kylo's like, that ain't cool. And then Kylo, Yoda's gonna die. Let's just try that again. So, Ray and Kylo having like a force fight with a ship. Like it's just a little toy. Like Kylo's like, I want it, and then Ray's like, no, I want it. And Kylo's like, I want it, and then eventually it gets so intense that the ship blows up and makes what lasers, electricity comes out of Ray's hand, and that's a hint that Ray is a Palpatine. Yeah, so I'm not. So, yeah, that happened. It happened. So the ship blows up. Even I was worried. Me and my freaking little freaking Venom 3D freaking glasses looking at. I'm like, no! Chewie was my freaking favorite! And then my friend was watching with me. He's like, no. Actually, you're wrong. Poe is the best character. And I'm like, you shut the hell up. You shut your freaking mouth or I'm actually gonna kick you out. See, you said that, right?
No.
You're a liar. You said Poe was your favorite.
No.
Who's your favorite then? Chewbacca. No! You were supposed to say the freaking tiny little person that's like this big. Okay, whatever. So that happens. We all think Chewie's dead. And then I had to go to the freaking bathroom. And I get back, I'm like, what'd I miss? And then Jason, my friend, is like, he's alive! And I'm like, who? And then he's like, Luke Skywalker, what do you think? Chewie's alive. And then I'm like, hot diggity damn, let's finish this movie. And then we did. Yeah, but you know, to be honest, it was one of our worst mistakes. So, well, I want to see this epic 360 no scope. I'm a 360 no scope the cloud. Yay! I did it. So, we think she was dead. Blah blah. Bada bing, bada boom. I have to go to the bathroom. I didn't see it. And then all of a sudden, JJ. I'm gonna call him JJ Abrams. So JJ Abrams is like, he's alive. I'm like, oh cool. I don't remember a lot. But then something happens, and then they're like underground in their secret base trying to get Chewie. No, they're not. Rey finds out that Chewie's alive, and she's like, hot diggity damn, let's finish this movie. And then to tell her that's exactly what I said. And then she's like, no, I am you. I don't know why I said that. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm a girl now. That did 69 damage to the enemy. I swear it said that. So, she brainstorms to do this, and then apparently C-3PO is being worked on. So he's all connected to wires, and then the freaking midget person that they found on the street's like, I didn't do it. This is So, there's something in C-3PO's head, like some freaking Ching Chong language. I think it said Ching Chong. I'm pretty sure it said Ching Chong. And then C-3PO's like, I can't understand it. And then the midget man's like, I can do it, but I'll have to wipe C-3PO's memory. And then C-3PO's like, I'll take one last look at these people. It's really an emotional moment. Like, they made wiping C-3PO's memory just a big freaking joke. Like, I was actually low-key freaking sad. And then they agreed to wipe his memory. He wakes up with some red eyes. He's like, the Emperor wants you. Freaking I was like, Evil Knievel, you know, freaking, okay, I'm not gonna do that right now. And then later, he just, when they're like, Chewie's up there, C-3PO wakes up, he's like, I haven't introduced myself. My name's C-3PO. Who the frick are you people that I definitely don't know and I have not seen 11 movies ago? And then, yeah. So, I don't know how many Star Wars movies there is. I'm pretty sure there's 12 of them in total. So this is a horrible review. I apologize if you were trying to find a good one, especially my friend singing opera in the background. And I'm sorry. Shut up. He has asthma, forgive him. So, now the movie. So, they wipe his memory, he wakes up, blah, blah. So then they go find Chewie. Chewie's like, his normal language, and then they're all like, of course I came for you. So this stuff, all of it's just boring. I'll get to the interesting part. Turns out, Rey was a Palpatine. The Palpatine, Mr. Was Rey's grandfather. So if you think about it, Rey's parents were Emperor Palpatine's kids, right? Because that had to have been it. Well, one of them were. He kills his freaking child.
I'm sorry, are you talking to me or your non-existent viewers?
Talking to both.
Because I watched the movie.
So, yeah, that happens. I'm gonna get so many dislikes if anyone watches this.
There is peace.
So they're gonna be like, I wanted a professional review, and I'll be like, well, go watch Jacksepticeye, because I'm sure he has a better review than I do, and he didn't even make a damn review. And my socks are really hairy. Okay. Okay. Okay, so whatever. So, Rey's like, so, Kylo Ren's like marching in there like, you cannot do this! I'm literally sliding around my entire room right now. So, Kylo Ren's like a superhero now. He finds a no, he doesn't find a lightsaber. He has a gun, and he's shooting at Emperor Palpatine's troops. And he's like, I'm gonna kill these old black looking at, not racist, that was just their outfits were black. Promise you, I'm not being racist. It's not racist, it's just their outfits were black. So he's like, I'm gonna go this freaking black outfit, look at that freaking, if you be looking at freaking Dora the Explorer, she's blah blah blah, freaking I'm the map, looking at freaking 2P Beaner, looking at freaking long nose, looking at freaking. Okay. And so he's fighting them. He's getting beaten up, and then Rey's using the Force, and then she's talking to not talking to Kylo. She gives Kylo Ren a freaking lightsaber with her mind, which is not gay, but pretty close. Something along those lines.
Stop me!
What the hell? That was such a freaking waste. So she hands him a lightsaber. He freaking beats the crap out of those freaking Sith troopers, whatever they're called. They're like the dark troopers, like the basically stormtroopers, but with black outfits and like deformed faces. And so he defeats them. He goes to Rey. And then they both stand together to try to defeat Emperor Palpatine, but then Emperor Palpatine's like, you freaking idiots. Look at my face. Do I look happy? I know I don't, but I am happy. So he like electrocutes them both, and then he's like, me and my freaking old ass is enjoying this so much. And then he electrocutes them both, takes their essence, like, he basically does what Gargamel was trying to do to the Smurfs the entire time. He basically does that. So, if you have not seen the Smurfs, Gargamel's is freaking Squidward if he was a human and actually had hair. That's basically Gargamel in Smurfs. But seriously, who the hell has not seen the Smurfs? I'm comparing the Smurfs to Star Wars. So, that's basically what Emperor Palpatine does to them. So, ow. Okay. So, after that, Kylo Ren gets up, and then he's like, I don't care. So, and then he like freaking places his life, and then when she wakes up, the worst imaginable thing happens. She's up, puts her hand on his face, and is like, Ben, and then they freaking try to inhale each other's heads. They freaking make out, and I'm like, I literally took off my 3D glasses, freaking jumped up, Superman jumped up to the screen, punched it, and, no, I didn't punch it. I turned off the screen for 6 seconds, and I'm like, nobody saw that. And then I turned it back on after the case is done, and then Kylo Ren just freaking...
None of that happened. And then he dies.
And then Kylo Ren just freaking dies, and then Rey's like, like she's so sad about it. But then, 10 seconds later, she's like, he was gay. And then turns around, flies a ship, and then yeah, and then she lands, and then Princess Leia is also freaking dead. So that wasn't a summary on what the movie's about. Now for my opinion on it. -2 out of -10. Wait, no. -2 out of -2 out of 3. It's just not good. It's just no. There were some cool parts, but really
I've never rated anything out of 3.
it's a -2. Wait, no. Sorry. No, I'm sorry, guys. It's a -7 out of 3. So, that was my review. I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, I really, it's really not my best work. You know, to be honest, this is one of the funniest videos I've ever made. Which just really shows how entertaining I'm not. So thank you guys for watching. If you like, leave a like on the video, punch a like button in the face like a button, and half episode around. Thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video. Okay, whatever. So that was my review. It really wasn't a lot, but this movie really is not a movie you should just watch. You know, I mean, if you really love Star Wars, then go for it. It was kind of interesting, but but it's really just not a movie you should just watch. Like, hey, I mean, I've got a movie ticket. I should just go watch a movie. I'm gonna watch. No, don't watch Jumanji. Watch Cats. Watch Cats or Jumanji, not Star Wars. Okay? Okay. I basically told you literally what the movie is. Everything I said happens, right?
Not really.
Yeah, actually, whatever. I basically, if a little kid was 2 years old and watched it, this is how they would describe it.
You're calling yourself a 2-year-old.
My age is out there, guys. I am a 2-year-old. Whatever. See you guys next video, which is probably going to be
Better version.
Resident Evil. It's going to be Resident Evil. See ya. Bye. Go away.